that rocket from catching him, but the time that's being bought as well allows the spike to get to half. He's got the timing almost spot on though, down to just a minuscule of HP. One in fact for Tamazi, just trying to cling to life, but he needs to hit the shot and he won't. It's another Red Bull clutch for the side of BBL as Sociable takes it over the line.
Situation, and that timing, you saw Purpo realize he must be coming around behind. He was already there. Crosshair on the head.
Only Sociable is anywhere near the action. I'm surprised he's still going with the sniper. I fully expected maybe a change. Oh, it doesn't matter though. Maybe that's why he just finds 3 in a matter of seconds.
They have another piece of utility to stop it. The extra tap. They're going to swing straight into Sociable. He's landed another and not quite taking the kill, but he'll get the ace in the end. Every piece of the puzzle put together by this man.
First ace was fairly quickly followed by the second ace. This is absurd. He's not using that gun in any manner for which it was designed, but hey, I guess that's why he's not using the headhunter. That didn't land. But what an insane way to get home the 10th round. We talked about the youngsters within the team, but this man's Sociable.
So heavy on towards
But
short.
look, BBL is not buying it. Yes, they use that utility, but they still have not rotated. Still,
Maybe they should have bought it. Maybe they're going to be punished on it, but Sociable is still here. And maybe he's got a... Oh, what an adjustment! That was perfection from Sociable.
I think you might be right. Maybe it's the guns. Maybe they do not need that guns. All of them isolated duels.
Goes headhunting himself, finds Profek in the process. It's a combination of ults from BBL. Liquid scatter to the crosshairs of Sociable. We'll find 2 kills. That is all. Kiko in a clutch position yet again. He drops out a dish. He's a dead man. 3 kills for Sociable. 2 of your biggest ultimates in the Rolling Thunder and the Armageddon. But you've got to remember that denied the spike plant. It's pushed Team Liquid back to another economy buy, a low eco buy. So right now, it's looking pretty good. And even though Camo had a brilliant... The arsenal of BBL taken away. The shorty good for 1. Sociable escaped just about. And the ult comes down, a shot needed here, and it's clean! The conversion to the pistol, the headhunter not finding its mark, but the up comes back to finish it off. A Red Bull clutch for Sociable, and a 5th round for BBL.
Removes one with a shorty, but it's that split-second decision to teleport out, because in your mind there's always going to be the moment where you go, okay, well if my teammate falls here while planting, that's round over. I'm already screwed. So he had to try and almost just stick around.
Salvo's now online, but Profek's found 3. Yumpy watching over from the tower. The captain's help support, but it's on to Sociable, undetected. And only 1 player left in front. No time for the util. You gotta take this head on. And Sociable does exactly that. Crazy from Profek. And it's the kind of stuff that you're talking about as well. Astra so high on the APM. You can see what it means. Waiting to peek back out the smoke. The paranoia prepared. It catches onto a couple players. Roguesick! That's huge utility usage. The rest of Nafi profit from it. But still, health pool is low. Sociable's picked up a Phantom. That's the first player. The healthy one dropped. Roguesick is gone, and there's only 1 more standing in his way. Has to get onto the spike right now and find half. But Sociable has played the timing perfectly. The eldest rookie in VCT EMEA since partnerships began, but you can already see why his teammates put so much trust in him. Someone who's been made to play multiple roles, but they managed to turn the tide back on Haven. So no room for error when it comes to BBL, and Profek falling off rip. At least they will find Yedije. That closes off this Vents approach.
Dimensional drift used, but even though he's been spotted, it's not going to be easy to clear. And in fact, they did get spotted. How has he managed to do that with nobody noticing? And it's like Zeus must have walked directly past him and seen him, but I guess they just didn't expect that Sociable would show them that level of disrespect, and he's come back in for more. 4 kills for Sociable. Could we get our 2nd ace already? He's going to get the fight, and we will! What is happening with BBL? 2 aces in 6 rounds!
And it starts with a man,
take a pause.
judge in hand. This one at least against pistols for the most part, but it goes to the win. The confidence on display. It's got Foot panicking. They're calling a timeout.
That could be the goer, but still slowed down high. Sociable! Wow, you don't see that every day. Nats, frustration showing.
Both seemingly lost on the timing of the wall dropping.
Well, here we are. And as you said, agents were not used to seeing, and Kiko just hoping he had the corner. It's not to be. BBL still unfazed, still unmoved, and Liquid still held by Ram. Nothing's a given at this point. Serial and Patatek, we saw what they did before, and are they doing it again? Sociable will find Serial. Is this all down to Patatek? Very hard angles to clear. He can't do it. Big round from Sociable, and a big scoreline for BBL.
That sort of manner, but like I said, neither of them seemingly reading the wall cracking. You can see immediately on the player react, it's almost like, yeah,
Well.
here's what it is. Profek able to hide away from this reveal as well. A big moment for him to come alive, but it's Sociable with 4. Set the Blade Storm available.
They're going again. Oh my good God, time to scramble. Serial can't get out in time. He should be dead. I think he is. He gets away for only a second. It was all covered up here. A set piece to set them in motion, but the response might be coming in. But layers to this. Nat's going to find Yampy. It's all gone topsy-turvy. How is Nat still firing off shots here? We're down to a 2v2. And Nat's just slowly creeping up. They don't know about Sociable.
They should do.
They really should do. They certainly do now. Whoa, up on top of the box. Oh, it's outrageous from Sociable, denying Nats the momentum builder. BBL back in the game now.
Who's actually only Profek that's spotted here? Big clutch from Sociable.
Here's Levin. To try and take the fight head on. 3 players spotted yellow. It's the one from main which takes him down. West side. Sociable very quick to trade it out. Hitting the 30-second mark. The spike is still not on the ground as BBL are continuing to fight into these players and falling. West side with 3 now. Needs to isolate a duel. Does have the smoke back up, so there is the opportunity for him to just stick this to half. That is the win condition. Still going, but the fight needs to be taken. GX go in, only gets 1. Needs to find Cloud. He's gonna get it, but oh, time's so close. Is there enough? Oh yes, there is. Okay, Sociable pulling off the Red Bull clutch.
They go through, make sure it clear mid, make sure that there's no potential win conditions that Giant X can depend upon if they get into post-plant. Then on top of that, you think about the delay and everything else that they were able to work with, and then Sociable, well, I mean, clutches up.
Again, first player in and the spacing is off. Sociable not quite behind him, finding the first! The transfer to the second! Sociable saving the day. Coming down to the Red Bull clutch, right to the wire. Yeah, Cloud was blinded, so that's where your comms get really tested in a situation like that. A wide berth on the Baron.
Gonna know it's on that CT stack. The 2 players who have the rifles now, it's gonna be hard. A very good planter. Come back! What are we up to? Sociable, stunning in the work. BBL out of nowhere pulling that off.
It's rough here, I'm fake.
I mean, even he looks surprised.
Yes! Yes!
Playing that one to his hazard. No worries. I advise anyone watching at home, you do not molly yourself. But Levin with Blades and Sociable having an opening pick untraded. This is starting to head in to dissuade this one with their numbers. 2 shots from Yampy! Clean as you like, but still more required. 10 seconds now. Magnum in backside. Entrenched in this position with Sociable in support. Needs the quick trade on Boo as it's a 1v1. Has the time to stick the plant. Sociable wants to deny. He can't. Pulls off. And Sociable! With 3 in the end, and Boo felt like he had time to find the firefight, which he loses. I can't believe BBL are managing to win these. I can't believe both teams have been able to win these rounds. Boo left in a difficult decision. Do a fight or do a commit to the plant spot. BBL do well with the delay. I was worried with the amount of utility that they... This one attempting to be opened up with a set piece from the timeout, and now BBL start to investigate themselves. Pre-fire through the jail, but it's Sociable who cracks down! 3 players removed in the veto as well, especially Haven if we go the distance. A lot of their attack is built off of those micro plays, the synergy that they've created.
He does, and looks to play on Levin here.
Oh, Levin set up, stun on the Gen player. Levin sort of overlooked, he's still beneath him, and all of a sudden, there you have it. Sociable cleans up. I thought he was already dead, but it took a little too long. The next one. Again though, like as I was saying, the fact that Sociable's left scratching his head as to where one of the players is. That set piece has been done time and time again. I just want to highlight that. And huge 1v1 on Sociable, but he wins it and opens up B. With the smoke placed at his back, he's relying on this recon to... Now Sociable needs to clutch with time so low. Boaster peeks out. Kron low, a shock's enough, and that's what's gonna win it! And from beyond the grave, Sociable. 5 successive. And despite Boaster and Kron's best efforts, it's a gift. Chronicle, if he full sticks that, I think he might just about have it. It was incredibly close. Sociable didn't tap the shot. He was looking to really stretch that bow back.
If this is now going to have a response, bear in mind Liquid had a lot to play with in the last round. It still didn't go their way. They don't have much to play with in this one, but...
wisely waiting deep inside main, knowing Sociable was likely to pop that ult halfway already. In comes the showstopper. It won't be fired though! Again! BBL seemed to face an impossible scenario.
Close enough. And then when, the shot from Sociable is just clean. Like, he immediately takes out that showstopper and then it's already done. The decision-making's not bad from but already caught, already down. And while the Hunter's Fury should eliminate one, in fact, Sociable has used that timing to fight aggressively in the swing. Profek!
Yumpy's got the perfect positioning. Snakebite already picks up one. Pick going down. These players tagged though. Yumpy comes in. He gets dropped by Kiko. It's winnable now. It's Sociable saving the day. He has just been unbelievable. Look, I think he's hit 30 kills. 30 at 13.
You can't even be mad. Like, that's just insanity. And then just the call of him to swing back into Trex. They didn't even, by the way, they never planted the spike.
They've thrown utility from the top of mid. They've shown a little bit of a peek from Patatek.
He's checking.
I thought maybe they wouldn't clear the corner, but I should have seen it was Sociable. Does well with the first. He knows there's someone close, and Patatek sent to the shadow realm. Camo will follow. There is no stopping Sociable. Playoffs was a new chapter for BBL, but now running this deep, they're looking to stop at nothing short of champions, and Sociable, the one who's carrying them through this, kicking and screaming. 34 and 13.
Nearing the ripe old age of 30. And looks like he could be the new 18-year-old superstar. And you know when you're the team that wants you to lose.
BBL that all their opponents are towards this angle. The blind is perfect though. Great work from Gravino. Flickless onto Levin. Now they start to close the distance, but Sociable stands strong in a round where they need him to show off. It's 2-1.
By the paranoia, that made a round that should have been very clean and almost impossible into a winnable round if not for Sociable. So you got to watch out for that when GX have the rifles, because there's a good chance that round wouldn't
to be anything short of strengths for Giant X. They've already found picks aplenty, and although it's recovered on, that's still an advantage for GX. Its weapons down mid-open.
Sociable getting the info, and again, looks to be the beast on this map once again. They say lightning never strikes twice, but this man still looks to be the ruler of Sunset.
More or less the last heartbeat coming out of BBL. But in this map, we know the heights that he can reach, how deadly the deadlock can be. And that might just light the fire under them. Get BBL back in.